What's up, guys? I'm Jesse Echeverria from Elite Soccer Academy, and today we are on week 4 of our workout program, which consists of more agility and coordination. So why is agility and coordination important? First off, coordination, I would say, is a little bit more of the base and foundation to increasing your footwork, your speed, your agility, and power. If you do not have any coordination, you can't really move your feet properly and accordingly to the game of the speed. So coordination is at the very core and the very base for athletes of all ages. Ideally, within the ages of 6 through 9, maybe 10 years old, your primary focus should be coordination. Getting used to your body, how it moves and how it reacts, how the mind tells the feet to move in different scenarios. That is coordination. There's going to be some awkward situations where your foot or your feet have to move in different ways. As a 6 through 10-year-old, you got to be able to move efficiently, or at least get used to moving efficiently, right? But with that comes a little bit more of the speed and agility later down the road, where you can start developing that, at the later years from 10 and after. But we want to build a good base and a good foundation. So a little bit of what we're going to do today is more for the coordination and the agility. So when you guys are working on agility, you got to be more focusing on the multi-directional components of agility. Agility is just your ability to get to a place and a different direction as fast as possible. That consists more of the explosion, more of that, speed and power out of a small distance, right? Maybe a 5-yard sprint and then back, there and back is going to be the definition of what agility looks like. Okay, so when we work through these details, we're going to make sure that we're covering all of them. Today, I would say it's not going to be such a heavy, hard day. It's going to be a little bit lighter for you guys. A lot of you guys are going back to school. Super excited for you guys to see what you guys are looking for when it comes to back to school day and school week. We're going to lighten up the load a little bit, work a little bit more on the coordination rather than agility. Regardless, you'll get a chance to see me do all of the workout. When it comes to the workout itself, the main circuit, you're going to do 3 rounds. I'm going to show you 1 round, but you're going to do all 3 from home. Then we're going to go on with the finisher. You can challenge yourself with 2 rounds, as you'll see in the workout list. I'll attach a workout list here on the school community tabs, and then the video, of course. And then you're going to go through the full workout. I'm going to show you 1 round of the main circuit, and then 1 round of the finisher. You're going to do the warm-up, the 3 rounds of the main circuit, and then 2 rounds of the finisher. That's going to be your full workout from home. Make sure you guys are keeping along and working throughout this whole video. You could do the full video with me, but at the same time, make sure you're following up with what the workout list is. Your workout is going to be a little bit longer than what I'm going to show you, so make sure you stop this video, do the full workout over and over again till you hit those 3 rounds, then finish off with the finisher. All right, and I'll show you guys that in just a second. I decided to come out to the field today. It's a beautiful field here. It's definitely pretty warm, so I started off with a little bit of shade, but you'll get a chance to see me do the full main circuit out on the field here. You don't need a field technically. You could still do this from home, but you'll have to just adjust some of the exercises, and I'll show you, each exercise that you can adjust if you don't have a field that you can go out to, or if you don't have enough space in your backyard. Whatever it might be, you could still do this from the back of your home, or even in your living room or your own bedroom, whatever it is, right? So stay tuned. We'll go through the workout, guys, and then we'll go through the main workout right away. All right, guys, we're going to get started with 30 seconds of each exercise. We're going to go over 5 different exercises for the warm-up. The first one we'll start off with is 30 seconds of high knees. We'll move into some butt kickers, and then we'll switch it around and do 3 other exercises. Keep up with us. Make sure you're starting this workout as I'm going. Here we go. Cool. All right, we're gonna move right into that butt kicker. 30 seconds, guys. We're gonna quickly move into 30 seconds of side shuffles. Again, you can go short distance, longer distance. I'll keep it short just for you guys. Here we go. Oh. All right, perfect guys. We're gonna actually move into our last one. Instead of 5, we have actually 4 on the workout list. The last one is gonna be skater jumps right before we get into our main workout. Guys, for the main workout, make sure you guys are doing 40 seconds work, 20 seconds rest, okay? Keep that throughout the entirety of the main circuit, and then make sure you're resting appropriately. Here we go, skater jumps for the next one. Boom, got it. So that's all with the warm up. We're gonna get into the main circuit next. Make sure you guys are ready. If you need a mat and you're doing this outside, grab a little mat. Or if you're from your home, make sure you're getting comfortable. Get something to, work with so you don't slip and fall. Make sure you got some shoes on if you need that. And then we'll get started with that in just a second. All right guys, for these next couple of exercises, we're gonna make sure that we're working hard throughout. 40 seconds on, 20 seconds rest. For this first one, you technically don't need a line. You could put a code or something, or some sort of reference for you to jump over, but all in all, you're just hopping side to side, all right? So you wanna make sure that you have something that you're jumping over, but you're jumping over quickly and explosively. This is gonna be a very simple exercise. Make sure you're doing it correctly, but make sure you're getting faster every time you do it, okay? So after the first 10, 15 seconds, try to speed it up, challenge yourself more. Again, today is a little bit lighter, but you still want to challenge yourself throughout. Here we go. We're just hopping over 40 seconds. Good. All right, so we're going on to 20 seconds of rest. We're moving on to the next workout. I'll give that one in just a second here. Guys, for this next exercise, it's a little bit difficult when it comes to the balance. It's almost like an RDL. You're gonna reach down with the opposite arm, opposite leg. So if you're balancing on your right leg, you wanna reach down with your left, going slow, working on that balance all the way up. Again, you're going 40 seconds here. Start. Oops. Give you guys a little bit of a side angle to look from. All right guys, so for this next one, we're gonna be doing the crossover shuffle. So make sure you're paying attention because this is almost like the build up to the karaoke in which we will do in the finisher. Sorry, I should say karaoke is a more official term. Everyone loves to call it karaoke, that's what everybody knows it by. But I'll show you the crossover shuffle. Here it is. You wanna make sure you're shuffling. If you're going that way, that back leg, which is your right leg, has to go here. You gotta shuffle like that. If I'm coming back this way, my back leg now becomes my left foot. So I'm working on shuffling. This works a little bit on that coordination. If you're a defender, this is perfect for you to work on. You don't have to go super long, but super far. But you can just work on that footwork from home, do a little bit short distance, and then come back. Okay, so I'm gonna work that way 20 seconds, and then I'll work 20 seconds on the way back. Okay guys, resting for 20 seconds. Oh man, we're out here in the heat. It's a little bit harder than you would like, but hey, you guys do it from home. It's a lot better. It's a lot cooler inside for all I know. The next exercise we're gonna move into is more of a reaction jump plus the 180 turn. I like the 180 turn just because it gets our mind and the proprioception going. Your mind has to really be tested by the exercises that you put it through. So anytime you jump here and you twist your body, your mind has to tell your knees, feet, and hips to brace, safely. So it works on getting that brain working overtime to really stay safe and alert. If your body can get used to this in training, then it can do it in the field naturally. It'll just come naturally. So this particular move is gonna work on that. Make sure you're doing the 180 turns. Boom, midair, turn, brace your body. Here, we're gonna go here. 40 seconds. You could turn the other way too. Boom. Take a little break. Guys, we got one more exercise with this round. After this round is over, take like a 1 minute break, restart the full round over again. So you finish the actual 2 rounds remaining. Then you can go into the finisher. Usually the finishers are very tough, but this particular finisher is not that bad. So we'll have you guys doing 2 rounds. That way you guys can get some of that extra work in, okay? We're gonna move into that next exercise, then we're done with the main circuit, and I'll show you guys the finisher in just a second. All right guys, so for the last exercise of the main circuit, we're gonna go into 5 seconds of quick feet, followed by a 5 to 10 yard sprint. I'm gonna go 5 yards. You guys can go 10 if you have enough space. I'll go 5 just so I don't trip and fall. I don't have the cleats on yet, but we'll go and make sure we're doing that 100% max effort. Okay, because this is super important. Once you sprint out, walk it back, all right? Include that in that 40 seconds of hard work and make sure you're resting 20. Here you go. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go, guys. We got that last one. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. All right, guys. We're all done with the main circuit there. Again, don't forget the last 2 rounds. Do everything you just saw. 2 more rounds. We'll get started on that finisher in just a second. All right, guys. So I know I said that you don't necessarily have to have a field or go out to one, but I would highly encourage you guys go out to the field. Ideally, we might go on week 4. Like every time we start this cycle, week 1, 2, 3, 4, well, make sure on week 4 you're getting out there and trying to really get on that field, right? If you do this workout, do it first and then do any technical workout you have right after on your own, if you like to train on your own. Or you could just do this workout on the field all by its own. It's about 30 minutes long, but I would highly suggest that you try to get out on the field. If you can't, it's okay, but we'll still fix it. We'll show you what we're gonna do outside on the pitch here. I do have a little box setup. We're gonna use this as part of the finisher. You could, you know, make it what you could do is put a little cone, and we're gonna sprint, shuffle, backpedal, shuffle. I'll show you the full one in just a second, but first we're gonna show you the karaoke, right? It's called karaoke, not karaoke, but we'll go into that. You're gonna do that for 30 seconds from here, right? And then on the way back, okay? So you're gonna do those for 30 seconds. Now let me show you the actual agility you're gonna do. This is the agility finisher. You wanna make sure that you're doing it and you're following it according to what's on the list, okay? And then whatever the list tells you, you do it for that amount of time. Ideally, this one is more for like 30 seconds for the karaoke, there and back. And then for the agility, you're gonna do it clockwise twice and then counterclockwise twice, okay? So let me show you that one in just a second. Here, let's say I wanna start on this cone. I'm gonna sprint as fast as I can. Here, 1, back. I'm gonna do it a second time. That was 1. Now I have to do it the other way 2 more times, and that plus the karaoke is considered 1 round, okay? So we're gonna show you the other way around, starting this way, as fast as you possibly can, get low. Here, shuffle those feet. That's 1. Get to the second one. Here, that's 2. Boom. Once you do those 2 laps, plus the other 2, then you take a break. That's gonna be your finisher. You're gonna go 1 more round, okay? Now let me just dive deeper into the karaoke. Here, the footwork is like this. Make sure if you're going that way to your left, 1 goes through the front, realign yourself, then it goes to the back, realign, through the front, realign, and then if you're going back that way, now your back foot is gonna go forward, realign, forward, realign. There you go, okay? So you wanna add a little rhythm to it. This is how you truly get the karaoke down. On the way back, 30 seconds there, 30 seconds back. Make sure you're working on it from home if you don't have a field or access to the field. And then we'll get into the cool down in just a second. All right guys, so when it comes to the cool down, you wanna make sure that you're stretching appropriately. For me, I'm gonna start off stretching the right leg 30 seconds, then left leg 30 seconds. Now, when I went to school and I got my undergrad for kinesiology and applied emphasis in applied exercise science, what I found out was that a lot of people like to stretch with that leg completely locked in, the knee is locked in, and then they stretch like this. Well, me finding out that, you know, that could actually potentially damage the nerves and primarily the sciatic nerve, which runs down through the back of the legs, I actually found out that having a slight bend in the knee while stretching is actually going to target the hamstring more because it actually isolates the hamstring itself. So right now we're going to do 30 seconds of hamstring stretch. You're going to add like a small bend, and if it's too easy, you could just try to reach further out, okay? So for me, I like to reach for that one leg, and it really starts to get more of that stretch in the hamstring when you isolate it itself, okay? So you want to hold on to that for 30 seconds, and if you feel like it's too easy, we'll just try to grab the heel there, okay? We're going to move on to the next cool down. Now this consists more of the calf stretch. There's different calf stretches you can do. Right? You can do holding on against something like a rail here and stretch that back leg. Even then, again, this time I like to add a little bit of a bend, right? Because it's gonna isolate the bottom of the calf now. But if you do wanna get more of that upper calf, then you can do this and lock the knee down a little bit more. All right guys, so for your last 2 exercises, what you're gonna do